Hi guys, it's Pressure from You Did Smart. I want to tell you that you need to stop helping people if you're expecting them to do something for you in return. Many times you hear as women, which is happening, this is what or something that happened to me. We help someone, especially men, and normally after you help them, they would now use whenever maybe you help them at their lowest, and then when they get their life in order, they now leave you to go and be with another person, right? What is the problem here? Is not the problem is not that you help them. That's not the problem. The problem is that you expected something in return. Sometimes you are helping because you're expecting that you guys are going to build a family, you're going to get married, things are going to go well. But you forget that this person that you are expecting things from is a different person entirely, and his thoughts are not your thoughts. So the thing that you need to do in this case is do not help someone. There is a type of help that you can help someone maybe with a little money, but when you want to put all of your effort in helping someone to grow, that is the mistake that we as women or we as men do, is to help with all your effort, like literally elevate someone from the ground to something, and that when the person now decides to move on, we now feel that we've been used, and then we start cursing. Oh, God is going to punish you. No, darling, God is not going to punish anybody. Do you understand me? Because you use your own hand and help someone, and your own mind help someone. There was no agreement that if I help you, we are going to get married. If I help you, or let's get married, then I will help you. Do you understand that? You did that and had hopes on yourself, okay, that this is what is going to happen. But normally things don't happen that way because there was no agreement first, and secondly, your help was accompanied by expectations that another person probably was not thinking about it. Let me tell you, whether you are 4 years, 5 years in a relationship, it does not mean that your your other half has the same mentality like you. Do you understand that? You might be with someone, the person doesn't see you the way you see things. The person doesn't see the relationship the way you see things. You might ask me, why is he not going then? It's not going because he's still there. Probably still getting the thing, something that he needs from you. Probably enticement and all of that. So that's why the person is still sticking around. Do you understand? And sometimes people that were at their lowest when they met you and you were able to help them, they don't want to be with you when they get better because they know that you're going to disrespect them. You're going to claim ownership. You're going to not going to value them. Yes, of course, because you already know everything about them. So, but the next girl or the next man is going to value their achievement without knowing how it came about. The next woman doesn't have their history. So there will be that kind of praise, admiration, which you that was there from the beginning will not be able to exercise anymore because you know exactly where you took this person from and where you took this person to. Do you understand me? There are situations also where they do stick. I'm not talking about sticking. Someday, most of them do not stick. So the best thing to do not help anyone to elevate because the pain of it, it's one of the most bitterest pain on earth. You're going to feel bitter. You're going to feel bad. And you're going to feel bad because maybe you know the kind of things you needed to sacrifice for the person to grow. Probably you had to stop making your hair, you had to stop your course, you had to stop your university, you had to stop a lot of things. But let me tell you, honey, don't wait for karma. It's not going to come. Don't wait for God to punish that person. He's not going to do it because you did this thing on your own will. You were not forced. You were not obligated. You just did it because you wanted to do it. So then it doesn't make sense for even God to punish the receiver because you willingly gave out help. So, and then when you give out help and expecting something that it doesn't come, then you expect God to start punishing people for you. It doesn't work like that. My advice is this: do not help someone to grow from anything to anything. Do you understand me? You can still date someone that doesn't have anything. He will still be doing his things. You're doing your own thing, trying to survive. If you have money more than this person, it's not your responsibility, especially as a woman, to now start elevating this person, because you are the woman that expects to be proposed to. Do you understand that? A man may help a woman because he can still propose to her and marry her, but you as a woman, you don't have even the right or authority to propose to a man. So then you bring all that effort is actually going to go to waste, because you are not then later going to force this person to marry you. Yes, there are men that help women too, that later the women would like not want to be with them, but the power of marriage is still on the men. So then you as a woman helping them, expecting to get married to them, are you a man? Are you going to propose to them? So stop helping men to elevate to a certain extent. You can just be there. Being there means you can give your moral support, you can encourage them, but when you have to take something from you and give it out, or your ideas, also when you're not married to that person, it's not good. Because let me tell you something about ideas. I had an idea of opening a bottle store. So I met this guy. I told him my idea about how I want to open a bottle store, and then try to get a house that I'll be paying mortgage and things like that. This guy was not with me because he liked me. He was at his lowest at this moment. So he did try to use my brain. Let's try and open. I put my money, which I lost heavily. And then, guess what? He did everything that I said I wanted to do, and where what the things that I hoped that we would do together, he later do them alone. And what is going on now, he has already gotten them, and the person that is moving with now is another woman that didn't know where he came from, where he started, and everything like that. And I am really, in my mind, I wish God can punish this person, but I know God is not going to do that, because I willingly did that. And the guy did not force me to do that. He didn't force me to encourage him to be with him in situations that he was making his money, trying to survive. I know the kind of things that I sacrifice and compromise just to see this person grow. But when he grew out of me. So this is happening to most women, and I'm telling you right now, it's painful. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna give you sleepless night, because you hoped that at least with this person, if you guys are together, working together, some of the things that were heavy on you alone are gonna be a little bit elevated if you have a partner. But people don't think like that. People don't see things like that. So that is why the best thing you would do, from I, the experienced person, is that you do not help anyone, any man, any man at all. Don't help them to come up. You can just help them with, everything will be okay. I'll pray for you. God will be there for you. That's the help that you need to offer as a woman. Do you understand? Because if you don't, it will be hard for you to let go. You will see yourself going after this person, trying to break their car, claiming ownership of whatever that he has, tearing his clothes, because you know that without you, probably he wouldn't have this. So now you become this obsessive psycho that people don't understand what is really driving you. So a man can help you. It's normally their duty from biblical times. And he will feel bad about that he helped you, let him go, but it won't be as painful, because it was his duty somehow. But for you as a woman, it's going to eat you up, because part of your masculine side has been drained. You became like a masculine. You got an energy and displayed it when it was not necessary. So do not do that. If you want to help a man, pray for him. If you want to help a man, support his own ideas. Do not give him your ideas, because he's going to use your ideas to elevate himself for another woman. Do you understand that? And you would be backward, drained, hurt, and wondering, where is God? God has always been there. When you were helping him, God already told you this is not the right way to do. You just did what? You just ignored it. So guys, this is my advice. I'm gonna go live to talk about the same thing, but this one I need to be posted.